guys, Aaron Chan here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. This is your match preview for the big one at Wembley tomorrow evening. It's the FA Cup final between Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea and Brendan Rogers Leicester City. Before we get started, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another video, and let's get straight into this one. So, this is going to be a weird one because, obviously I haven't done really much coverage on Premier League clubs, obviously because we're in League One. But, FA Cup final, the big trophy, we had a good run together. We knocked out Blackburn and then we got knocked out 4-0 by West Ham United. Still quite upset about that. But in this video we're going to be looking at their roads to the final. The roads to the final is it's an interesting one, isn't it? But, I think that Chelsea and Leicester both deserve to be here. Both clubs have definitely done, enough to get there. They've done enough to earn their spot in the final. And I think that both of them have got excellent squads, and it could be a very even matchup going into this game. So, I think that overall it's wonderful. It really is wonderful to see. The roads of these clubs. Now, obviously, in terms of the route to the final, Chelsea, of course, third round, they knocked out Morecambe at home 4-0. They knocked out Luton 3-1 in the fourth round. Barnsley away on the fifth round, they won 1-0. Quarter-final, knocking out Sheffield United 2-0. And then the semi-final, they beat Man City at Wembley by 1-0. Now, Leicester, they had a third round 4-0 win away at Stoke. In the fourth round, after that was the third round, but in the fourth round, they had a 3-1 win away at Brentford. In the fifth round, they had a 1-0 win at home against Brighton. They knocked out Man United 3-1 in the quarterfinals at home. And then, of course, Southampton 1-0 in the semi-finals. Now, obviously, this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Now, of course, there will be up to 20,000 fans able to attend this match after it was selected for the pilot. This also came as Wembley was due to host several matches and the final of the Euros 2021 in the summer. Chelsea entered the match having lost the previous year's final to Arsenal. Leicester, on the other hand, have reached the final. They've reached their first FA Cup final since 1969, and I think that Leicester City, what a journey! Not just like in the last few years, I guess, but what a journey the club's been on. It's had its highs with the first Premier League title in the club's history. About 5 years ago now. It had the real big lows when the owner, Vichai, was unfortunately killed in a helicopter crash after the draw with West Ham in the parking lot. And, it's had its highs, it's had its lows, and, the club's been through so much. I remember, when we played Leicester City in the Championship and, things like that. I remember Leicester City being League One champions in 2008-09 season. So, I remember the classic Leicester City, and, it's the journey that club's been on is unbelievable, and I really congratulate Leicester City for the journey they've been on. Chelsea, obviously, a few years ago when Leicester won that league title, they had Jose Mourinho for that second season pretty much after they won the title the year previously, and obviously Mourinho didn't finish the job. He got sacked, and we've had Conte win a title. Sarri didn't win the Premier League title. And then, of course, in came Frank Lampard, and that unfortunately didn't work out. And Thomas Tuchel comes in and completely turns that club around in the space of a few months. So, Tuchel's really been a wonderful, wonderful guy to see form this Chelsea team. And I think that, Chelsea have really played some wonderful football under Tuchel, and I think it'll be very difficult for Leicester to really go for that and try and overcome that Tuchel ball. Now, obviously, it's going to be very interesting to see what teams are going to be lined out ready for this game. And obviously, do I predict certain teams? No, I only predict my teams, but even though I don't have predicted lineups for this game, I do think that Chelsea will start their strongest team possible. it's a debate whether Werner starts or not. Obviously, you know, he didn't play in the last game when they were playing Arsenal. They had Havertz, they had Pulisic, but they didn't start Werner, and it was weird for me, and they didn't have that connection. So I think that's what led to Arsenal winning in the end. And I think that, you know, Leicester, I think they've got a wonderful squad. You know, they've got some wonderful players in there. Jamie Vardy, Luke Thomas is coming on as a nice young up-and-coming starter now. They got Ndidi, they got Tielemans, they got, you know, loads of wonderful players. Maddison was great. Soyuncu's great at the back. Fofana's great at the back. You know, Kasper Schmeichel, you know, he could be just as good as his dad, if not on the same level. And, you know, I'm really excited to see this match. You know, I think it's a closer contest than it would have been if Chelsea didn't lose to Arsenal. I think Chelsea would have had a better form going into this game. And I feel like they're now both equal. And I think that, you know, this is a one-off game. You know, if it goes equal to 90 minutes, then, you know, you get your extra time and your penalties. So, on a one-off occasion, on a one-off game, Leicester can do this. Leicester can do this, absolutely 100%. But Chelsea look amazing. So, taking all that into account, what's my scoreline prediction going into this game? Now, it depends on the starting lineups, because I think if Leicester start their strongest team, Chelsea start their strongest team, it could go either way. I think, and I've got a really big feeling here, we're looking at 2-0 to Leicester City. I think Leicester are going to do it. They're going to draw up that spirit, the spirit in their former owner, Vichy, the spirit in their Leicester City Premier League title win from a few years ago. They're going to deliver that heart, fight and passion that they've developed since they've been champions, you know, even though they had that one season when Ranieri was sacked. You know, they still had the spirit, you know, they still had the energy. And I feel like Leicester City can drum up that, and I think maybe Tuchel and Chelsea will just fall short on the pressure of the occasion. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Leicester. Might be a bold prediction, but I just think Leicester will do it. So there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And for now, guys, my name is Aaron Channel from Forever Football, DRFC. Keep living the Rovers life. And that, my friends, full time. Rovers till I die, and I'll see you for the match review tomorrow evening. Rovers till I die!